A local crime lab is working night and day to solve murder cases from decades ago. Traffic in one local town will be rerouted for more than a year to help make way for a major construction project. And some local schools will be changing their schedules this week to accommodate special programs. These stories and more tonight.
One more dry day ahead across East Alabama, and then rain returns on Friday. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up.
Coming up in sports, a local East Alabama basketball player has been selected by Max Preps as their Player of the Year. One local runner has been selected to the North-South All-Star Cross Country Race. And then two volleyball players plus one coach have been selected to the North-South All-Star Volleyball game. We have more right here. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Katie Edwards.
And I'm Mike Stedham.
Tables covered with legal pads, boxes, notebooks, old photos, and folders of handwritten notes. Walls covered with timelines, witness names, and suspect list. This is how Brent Thomas solves crimes that happened months, years, and even decades ago throughout East Alabama. Ever since retiring from the Alabama Bureau of Investigation in 2016, Thomas has worked as an investigator at the JSU Center for Applied Forensics, helping local law enforcement agencies with officer-involved shootings and cold case investigations. Last summer, Thomas and his team of investigators helped Heflin police arrest a suspect in a case dating back to September 2002, which took the lives of Monica Rollins and her 6-year-old son, Dalton. The 23-year-old mother was 8 months pregnant with her third son at the time of the killings. Her 3-year-old son, Aaron, was found in the home unharmed days later, along with the bodies. Thomas says he and the JSU Center were able to help resolve that case by re-examining the evidence using modern technology. And that led to the arrest of Louis LaDon Spivey, an acquaintance of Rollins. Investigators say he has confessed to the crimes and is awaiting trial. While Thomas credits improved equipment, he says the key to solving this type of case is the dedication of the investigators who work them.
It infects you because the people that are successful in these cases, like my friend Scott Bonner and Heflin, are usually the ones that take it to heart. It's not for us that we do it, and it's not a personal challenge that we do it. It's, I place myself, if I was in that family, and that was my son, my daughter, my wife, you know, any family member involved in it, and how badly I would want that closure.
Thomas says each case they reopen has a major impact on the families of the victims and on the officers who conduct the investigations.
Heflin is relatively a small community, and you got to think, was it them? Do they know? You know, and then the other part, which I would be the same, and I think you would too, an average person, well, why is law enforcement not doing anything? Yeah. What are they waiting on? Where are we at with? And that was another case that science caught up with the evidence, and we were able to do some things that now that we were not able to do then.
Thomas says that his team has worked on about a half a dozen cold cases in recent years, and they're looking into reopening 3 more unsolved mysteries in East Alabama. Most of those cases are brought to their attention by investigators from local agencies that don't have the resources necessary for this kind of advanced police work. He was asked how he begins approaching such cases when they are first brought to his attention.
We just dig in. Let's break it apart, because even though it comes in a file, it's broken into part like you see here in a lot of different places. And I'll say, if you want to come down and you guys, we'll take this apart together and let's see what we got. Because that view, somebody may have been so focused on this particular family or this person was such a bad influence at that time, it's just got to be him. And then when somebody else looks at it that doesn't have that, then all of a sudden it's, no, this one is your most logical. So we'll look at all of them. And the big thing that I look at as far as if you come in is, do you have a passion for it? If this is just checking the box because the chief said or the sheriff that you got to do that, that's usually not going to go well. You need to have that passion that says, I talk I talked to their mom yesterday, and she said even though it's been 20 years or 12 years, that she's still grieving over it, and I want us to be able to do something. Let's dump it out. Let's go to work.
The Cold Case program is one of many Jax State initiatives aimed at supporting and training Alabama law enforcement. It's housed within the Center for Applied Forensics, which provides education, technical expertise, and investigative services to law enforcement agencies across the state. To date, the center has trained more than 4,000 officers, processed more than 400 crime scenes, and has solved 324 cases.
When we come back, construction of a new performing arts center will cause some traffic disruption in a local neighborhood.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
A portion of 7th Street between Church Avenue and 2nd Avenue in Northeast Jacksonville will be temporarily closed starting in mid-March to make construction safer at the site of the new Randy Owen Center for the Performing Arts. The section of street bisects the property where the center is being built. Safety professionals from Jacksonville State and the City of Jacksonville have agreed that it would be safest for drivers, pedestrians, and construction workers if that portion of the street were closed. The street will remain closed throughout the construction with a target completion date of January 2026. While the road is being closed, drivers can use either 6th or 8th streets to get from Church to 2nd Avenue.
Among the 5 finalists for Jacksonville City Schools Superintendent is Michael Barber, who is currently filling the role on an interim basis. Barber stepped into the job when former Superintendent Mike Howard left to take the helm at Lee County Schools on January 1st. He has previously served as Superintendent of Pell City Schools, where he also worked as the Assistant Superintendent and a high school principal. Prior to working in Pell City, Barber got his start in Talladega County Schools, where he worked as an assistant principal after serving as a teacher in that system. According to information provided by the Alabama Association of School Boards, his teaching career began in 1994. Barber holds multiple academic degrees, including 4 from Jacksonville State. His most recent degree, a doctorate in ministry, was earned at Temple Baptist Seminary.
And when we come back, a local school system shifts its classes around this week for some special programs.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Oxford City Schools have early dismissals Thursday to accommodate student-led conferences. At 10:50 Thursday morning, the middle school will be dismissed, and at noon, the high school and C.E. Hanna Elementary School will also end their school day. At 12:15 p.m., Oxford Elementary, Coldwater Elementary, and DeArmonville Elementary will all have early dismissal. On Friday, all Oxford students will be out of school for an in-service day. And remember that the Oxford City Schools Education Foundation will be having its annual Edible Evening for Education Thursday night from 5 till 7:30 at the Oxford High School Sports Arena Gymnasium. All the money from this event will go to enhance the education opportunities for the students of Oxford City Schools. Well, another interesting day.
Yeah, indeed.
Tomorrow should be interesting as well.
Well, I hope so. We didn't get quite as much rain today as I thought we would get.
Thank goodness. Yeah, well, I think we had enough the day before.
Well, we did. And maybe there's a break. I don't know, but John Holder does. He joins us now in the EAN Weather Center to tell us more. John?
Mike and Katie, we will indeed have a break from the rain coming up tomorrow, but rainfall returns for Friday and the early half of the weekend. We'll have the complete forecast for all of East Alabama next.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Lots of clouds today across East Alabama. Again, above average temperatures, but the temperatures just not moving very much today. Our high today was 69, above average. Our low this morning was 59, way above the average again for this time of year. But as you can see, only a 10-degree rise in the temperatures today across East Alabama. Record high temperature 84, the record low at 21. And as we get closer to the time change for the weekend, those days are really stretching out. Sun rising tomorrow morning now at 6:04, and the sun setting this evening not until 5:45. It's time for Weather on Your Street. Wednesday night, we're going to take you out to Ellis Circle on the north end of the city of Attala. Partly cloudy skies. The low tonight going to be a little bit cooler than past nights, about 50 degrees, but all in all, a pleasant evening across Attala, Etowah, and the rest of the counties here in East Alabama. Coming up tomorrow, this will be the best day weather-wise we've got coming up in the next several days. Mostly sunny skies on Luttrell Street in the downtown Oxford area. Plenty of sunshine, as we said. Warm temperatures, 75 tomorrow. A fantastic spring day coming up all across the eastern half of the state of Alabama. And as we look ahead to the start of the weekend, rainfall returning on Sunset Alice Lane out in White Plains in eastern Calhoun County. Looks like this is going to hold off now until Friday afternoon with the rain beginning. But temperatures are going to remain on the warm side as we'll top out again in the low 70s as we head into both Friday and Saturday. Here's the 7-day forecast. You'll see high rain chances coming up on Saturday. Really the best rain chance, though, is actually going to be overnight Friday night. System slowing down just a little bit. Got that great day coming up tomorrow. First half of the day on Friday will be dry. Just a 40% chance of a shower Friday afternoon. That is going to be later in the afternoon hours, then about 100% chance of rain coming up on Friday night. The rainfall on Saturday should be out of here by lunchtime. So this 60% chance of rain on Saturday, that will be in the morning hours, and then sunshine by the afternoon. We do have a cool down coming for the second half of the weekend and the early part of next week, as we're going to see temperatures dropping down into the low 40s, mid 30s. We don't see any freezing temperatures coming, but certainly colder than it has been. But daytime highs, again, staying at 60 or above, 60 on Sunday, 65 Monday. We're right back in the 70s by Tuesday. And again, temperatures for the most part are remaining above average for this time of year for the next several days. Rainfall. We had some pretty beneficial rainfall coming in to East Alabama overnight last night. Here are the rainfall totals all across the state. Here in our part of the state of Alabama, in parts of Etowah, Calhoun, Cleburne counties, most folks between ½ an inch and an inch of rainfall. We have a surplus. Unlike the end of last year when we were in that drought and had a big deficit, now we're in a surplus. We'll need that as we get towards summertime, but again, most folks getting about 1/2 to 3/4 of an inch of rain overnight last night here in East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 6 a.m. We'll break down what's going to be a terrific Thursday weather-wise for you, and then I'll be back here tomorrow night With EAN Local News, we will have the complete forecast details for the weekend coming up tomorrow evening. Right now, it's sports time. A local high school basketball player getting a big honor. Namath Pitts has all the details right now in sports. Namath?
Thanks, John. Every single year, Max Preps chooses one athlete from each sport as their player of the year. The boys and girls winner for basketball was announced yesterday. Max Preps has officially named Spring Gardens Ace Austin as its girls basketball player of the year. Ace Austin is a 5'7" junior who helped lead the Spring Garden Panthers to their second straight state championship and their third state championship in 5 years. She was the most valuable player of both the Class 1A Final Four and the Class 1A Northeast Regional at JSU. She scored 35 points in Spring Garden State Championship win over Marion County. She is currently committed to play college basketball at the University of Alabama. Congratulations, Ace Austin, on being selected by Max Preps as their basketball girls player of the year. The Alabama High School Athletic Association released their rosters for the annual North-South All-Star Cross Country Race, and it features one runner from right here in Calhoun County and East Alabama. She is one of the best runners to come through Calhoun County, and now White Plains cross country star Maddyn Kahn has been selected for the Alabama High School Athletic Association North-South All-Star Cross Country Race. She will represent the North team in the race. The All-Star Week is set to take place the week of July 15th through July 19th, and that is where Maddyn Kahn will run. Maddyn Kahn won the Class 4A individual title. She won the Calhoun County cross country title. At the state indoor meet just last month, Maddyn Kahn posted a pair of top 3 finishes. She placed second in the girls' 1,600 meter run, and she placed third in the girls' 3,200 meter run. That is the 1 mile and the 2 mile. She is building a legacy that will be hard to top. Good luck to Maddyn Kahn as she represents Calhoun County in the North-South All-Star Cross Country Race. Like cross country, the rosters for the North-South volleyball game were released yesterday, and the roster features several players from East Alabama. It also includes one East Alabama coach. So here are the volleyball players and coach who were selected for the North-South All-Star volleyball game. Dana Bryant is retiring, but Jennifer Mann is returning a stud in Pleasant Valley's Lily Henry, and Lily Henry will join Spring Gardens Ace Austin in the Alabama High School Athletic Association North-South All-Star volleyball game. They will be joined by Alexandria head coach Whitney Welch, who will serve on the North team's coaching staff. The 2024 North-South All-Star Week again is scheduled for July 15th through 19th. Lily Henry had an historic year for the Raiders last year. She was named the most valuable player of the Class 2A State Volleyball Tournament Championship. She put together 14 kills and 13 digs in their state championship win over Sandrock. In their semifinal game against Washington County, she had 18 kills and 15 digs. She ended up finishing the season as the AHSA Player of the Year with 596 kills, 366 digs, and 99 service aces. Speaking of aces, Ace Austin, much like Lily Henry, was named the most valuable player of the Class 1A State Volleyball Championship. She put together an impressive 26 kills and 14 digs in the Spring Garden Panthers State Championship win over University Charter. Along with the duo of local players, they will be joined by Alexandria head coach Whitney Welch, who will serve as a coach for the North team. Coach Welch led Alexandria to a North Super Regional Championship last season and an appearance in the Class 5A state semifinals before falling to ARAB in 5 sets. That is it for EAN Local Sports. Let's go back over to Mike and Katie.
Thanks for the update, Namath, and we thank you for watching today.
You can find us here online every weekday on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, or on our website. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather content whenever it's convenient for you.
We'll see you back here Thursday for your news on your schedule.